Attack!
Hello everyone, this is Fixer, captain of the gunRunners. It is week 4, UGC Highlander. We're doing our predictions and Platinum. And on our panel tonight, we have Steel Python, our starting demo.
I'm
sorry, starting medic.
Oh my god.
No, you're not doing it. Chaos, our starting engine.
The votes got me up.
Biz, the founder of gunRunners.
What's up, guys?
And Monochromatic Bunny, the pyro from Team Player.
Hi-yo.
What he said again. So you guys may have heard in the UGC forums and whatnot about Bunny. Bunny, why don't you tell us what's up?
Right now, I actually have a petition going on for advocacy for basically colorblind options in Team Fortress 2. Right now, if anybody ever uses the colorblind options, basically all that does is add a Girardi icon over a Girardi player, which is great for people who can't see green. But in certain cases, people can't tell the difference between enemies from distances or people in shadow. So what I'm pushing for right now is to get people to sign this petition and add, advocacy for a real colorblind mode in TF2. You can actually get all that information right on the UGC forum in the normal TF2 discussion. There's links and everything in there. And that pretty much sums it up.
We'll put the link in the YouTube.
Please support, guys.
It sounds like this is the end of colorism. I'm against it.
Dude, that's because you're a hater.
I am a hater. You've watched the videos.
Colors for life.
We want to thank XTV and EOReality.net for providing our server and Mumble. Go to EOReality.net and type in EXTV as your coupon code, and you'll get 15% off life on your server. Anyways, let's get started. Max Lander versus Syndicate. On Lakeside, Steel Python, go.
So Lakeside's a very DM-heavy map. As strong as Max Lander's roster is with like RR, and Blaze, I just think TS, with the strength of their team and how they've kind of been rolling every other team so far, is just going to take this one handily right through.
Chaos.
I don't think last match for Max Lander was a true test of their skills. Ranch was saying all along they're not practicing. They're pretty much a silver team sitting in the platinum division. So we don't know where Max is coming from. It's gonna go Syndicate.
Biz.
I'm gonna totally go with Syndicate on this one. Having Hein is like a Highlander general, man. The guy's strats are amazing. I love it when he shares. We get to see the videos and stuff like that. Coupled with Poke and all these, some of the other guys in the roster, Sabby. They've got the teamwork down, so they're not gonna have a problem. My vote is a Syndicate.
And Bunny.
Yeah, I'm voting for Syndicate as well. They got a really strong set of people on each individual roles, and Hind really knows what he's doing when it comes to pulling everything together. So my vote's towards the Syndicate.
Quick question.
Nope.
Interruption. What class is Hein playing this season?
Medic.
Oh, is he playing
What
medic?
question is
No,
that?
because he told me he actually wanted to play NG last season, so I wasn't sure what class he was actually playing.
He was just trying to make you feel good, Chaos.
Maybe.
And they got Ruin going now, so. Anyways, I'm not voting. I'll be tiebreaker this time. And Syndicate is our pick for the first matchup. Next is Tangerine versus Baby Punching Marathon, Steel Python.
Baby Punching Marathons have done surprisingly well so far this season. They've beaten Axel, FFN. Now they're going to go up against the big guns, someone like Tangerine. I think this will actually be a pretty close match, but at the end of the battle, I think Tangerine is going to take it.
Gas.
I'm sort of curious where where Baby Punching Marathon came from. Last season, I don't know if they were just doing it as a joke, or it was just their warm-up season, but Tangerine's Tangerine, so I'm going to go with Tangerine.
Okay, then Biz.
Tangerine also. I'll keep it short and simple.
Bunny.
I'm going with Tangerine, and they're a good team, and they got some really good quality people in there that are amusing as hell, but when they do pull together, they pull together really well.
And since Embryo's not here, I'll place my vote for Embryo. Baby Punching Marathon will be Embryo's vote. However, Burma or Tangerine is the pick for this matchup. Next up is Gorgeous Gamers versus Bonus, Steel Python.
I think this might be a really close match, as well as Bonus did against MTS, and they show they have all the teamwork, they have the skills to do it. This is a totally DM map, and granted, Gorgeous Gamers might be full of a lot of Invite and IM players that haven't played Highlander. They're good at DM, and they'll make this a very close match or a very interesting match. But I think Bonus will take it, but this might be the match of the week, in my opinion.
Chaos.
I don't know. I still don't. I mean, technically, half of the Gorgeous Gamers have to be off-classing no matter what. Bonus, shut down they beat MTS, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. MTS, was pretty much the favorite last week. I'm glad Bonus did it. I'm going to go with Bonus, and just because I really want a non-sixes oriented team to win this season.
Okay, Biz.
Yeah, Bonus, impressed the heck out of me last week watching that match. The fact that they could hang in there and just control these guys, and it was a really great match to watch. And plus, rooting for the sort of underdog, I guess. So yeah, definitely Bonus.
Bunny.
Well, Bonus is one of those teams that, when you think if you put your mind to it, you can do it type of thing. I always think of Bonus because literally they pull shit off I never expected to do. Definitely have my vote for Bonus.
Well, so Bonus is our pick this week versus Gorgeous Gamers.
You act like you're surprised. This we're very anti-sixes if you haven't noticed.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers on things, technically Gorgeous Gamers has a stronger team. But this is Highlander. It's not all about pure strength.
Right.
Okay, next up is BRBU versus the Starfleet. Steel Pipeline.
So this is pretty much BRBU versus Lonely Hearts. BRBU is a great team. They've been around forever. Lonely Hearts took a break, Fleet took a break for a couple seasons, but they're still a strong team. They still have a strong roster of guys who play TF2 all the time, so I'm going to just have to go with Fleet here.
Cass.
BRBU, don't they normally fade halfway through the season, Fixer? I mean, or is that another team? I think they sort of fall apart and then leave halfway through the season.
No, not really. No,
not really. Maybe it's another team I'm thinking about that constantly does that. Anyways, I'm associating that with BRBU. Sorry, you guys. Why aren't we recording? And I'm going to say that they're probably on their downward spiral and go with the Starfleet finest.
Okay. Biz.
I actually pick BRBU for this match.
And Bunny?
I don't know enough about either of the teams, so I'm just going to go with the one that interests me the most name-wise, and that's definitely Starfleet.
Yeah.
Starfleet used to be Lonely Hearts.
Yeah, I know, but the name now rocks.
So Starfleet is our official pick this week. Next will be...
Oh, you're voting Starfleet also? Or did Steel vote? I thought Steel voted BRBU.
Oh, is that
wrong?
a tie?
I voted Starfleet.
Oh, I'm not paying attention apparently.
Yeah. Settle down.
No!
Alright, next up, Axel Watt versus the Squirrel Clickers. Steel.
So this is Squirrel Clickers is pretty much, like we said before, NNL. And they're playing Axel Watt. Axel Watt, they had a little rough start. Getting BPM and TS as their first two matches. Lakeside should make it a little more interesting. I'm going to have to go with Axel Watt on this one. But it'll be close.
Yes.
Axel Watt doesn't have a chance in hell on this one. I'm sorry. They're going to lose. Man, I told them to practice this week and have another, but I wasn't planning on them having to go against the Squirrel Clickers.
Damn, Biz.
I'll go with the Squirrel Clickers this week.
Bunny.
I'm going with Squirrel Clickers. From what I understand, their DM is pretty damn high, and they have some strong teamwork. So I'm going with Squirrel.
Axel's had a very rough beginning season so far.
I don't get a vote, but I'm going to vote for Axel. Whatever, you guys all suck.
Look, I like Axel, but no, there's no way. If Marissa's team's still even half as good as they used to be.
That's not even Marissa's team.
But there's still half of them are from there. If they're just... I don't know. I like the Axel guys, but this
I mean,
isn't
even
personal.
if YZ50 pops up, they still have to fight really damn hard.
All right, so Squirrel Clickers is our pick. And Embryo just joined us. Say, what's up, Embryo?
Hey, what's up?
You actually already voted once. You got to vote for Baby Punching Marathon.
I did?
Yes, Fixer did for you.
Oh, thank you, Fixer.
Embryo will be tiebreakers from this point on. Anyway, next up, Menace to Society versus Blunderful Steel.
I love the Blunderful guys. They're great guys. Shout out to Squid, Tonto, Toaster. Napalm's on the team. But MTS is just... They're a strong team. It's a DM server, a DM map. MTS is just going to take it.
And Cass.
Thanks to Tonto for helping us out tonight, or planning to help us, I guess I should say. And yeah, I'm with Steel on this one. MTS is either number 2 or number 3 this season. I just don't think Blunderful is going to be able to hang with them.
Biz.
So I'm going to go opposite here. I'm going to root for the underdog. Blunderful is kind of the team that always is around to scrim with us and pitch in and stuff like that. So I'm going to go for those guys. Yeah, they may get beat up a little bit, but who knows? So, Blunderful.
Bunny.
Well, honestly, I think this is going to be the match of the week. But Blunderful did really good, especially against us on that first week. And MTS has really amazing DM skill. And since this map we're about to play is really strong DM, I mean, if MTS plays their cards right, they could beat Blunderful with the same way the other way around. With that, I'm going to go with Blunderful, strictly because I know friends on there. But I would go with a tie on that. Either or to me.
Embryo, you already get the vote. Tiebreaker, MTS or Blunderful?
Oh, man.
You asked for it, fool.
No. I can't really betray Blunderful, though.
Oh, come on, this actually, we have a record here. Let's just not go with our heart here of tiebreaker.
Well,
I mean, I'll switch
me.
mine if you don't want to vote.
I basically go with whoever I love more most of the time.
And you letting him vote, Fixer.
But now I actually have a legitimate reason. I think Menace to Society they have really strong players on their team. They got a lot of good deathmatch, but Blunderful is a really solid team, and I think if they practice enough, they can definitely take this. I'm going with Blunderful.
Damn, Blunderful is our pick this week versus Menace to Society.
The heart vote last week, by the way, Embryo got us 5 wrong.
Oh, don't worry, I'm here screwing up everything. That's what I like to do.
All right, Land Before Time versus Simplicity. Steel Python.
Two other good teams. Simplicity just kind of started getting into Highlander. This is Mustard's team, and they have a lot of talent on there. I'm sure Dill will run his mouth during this match just because of who's on Simplicity, but it's still, what do you expect? But at the end of the day, Simplicity's going to take it.
Chaos.
Still just had to call someone out. That's my job. No, let's see. I'm going to go with Simplicity. Lambert 4 times strong, but they definitely have some weak points. And if Simplicity has their act together at all, I think they'll be able to exploit Lambert 4 times weaknesses.
Biz.
Yeah, I really don't know either of these teams, so I'll go with the other guy, Simplicity.
Bunny.
Yeah, like Biz said, I don't know either of them either. Going with a little bit I do know, I'm going to go with Simplicity as well.
Simplicity is Mustard Overlord's team.
I know that much. A little bit I know.
Okay.
I'm not that retarded. I'm not blonde, for Christ's sake. Sorry, blonde.
Okay, so Simplicity is our pick versus Land Before Time. Next up, Team Player versus Reborn.
Before you go into this one, I want to shout out to John Milter for taking over last week when Jabber wasn't in. John, I love you.
He loves you, John.
We all do.
So, Bun, I want you to tell me why you think TP should win this.
You want the real answer? Or do you want me to give you a nice softened answer?
The real answer.
Dude, we're sexy as hell.
Okay, that works.
No, I mean,
TP.
we have a really strong DM. That's our thing. I mean, while we don't practice much, we don't practice at all. We don't have strategies in depth. We have really good DM, and we have pretty good comms. This map is a really strong DM map. And depending on how we play and who's there, we could take it. But it really depends on how we play it and who's there.
You had me at you guys are sexy, so I went with TP. Just shut down Max, and I think you'll be okay.
Or Chaos.
I'm not super impressed with Reborn. The fact I'm a little sad the team player doesn't ever practice because that means we'll never get to scrim against them. But you guys will still get my vote.
Well, we might one day.
That'd be nice. I have this fixed. We have this recording. We can use it against them later.
It's only going to cost $1 for each player.
What?
That's cheaper than Fixer.
No.
No, it's not. $5. Let's say I have 5 players.
Yeah. Biz.
I'll pick TP for a good friend Mono, and yeah, I agree that Max is beast, but I think you guys can take.
All right, Bunny's not allowed to vote, but Embryo can vote.
All right, I'm voting for Bunny in this. I like IFA. Reborn? Is that what they're called now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the same
yeah,
team.
I like those guys. There are a lot of cool guys on that team. I agree Max is going to destroy you guys, team player, if you don't shut him down. But I think you guys will take this, Bunny. I think team player will win.
There you go. Team players are pick versus Reborn.
Make us proud.
Yeah, we'll do something terrible if you don't.
I like the sound of that for some reason.
Next up is Costco versus gunRunners. Bunny, any thoughts?
If you guys lose, I'm going to be angry.
We already said that. You can't steal it.
Bitch, please. I can say what I want.
You can say it, but
Well, I
can't
mean,
do it.
Costco is an old ESA team. I mean, I know very little about them. I mean, their old name was friggin' hilarious. But you guys have been proving yourself pretty strong recently. I mean, the last few times I saw you, like, both seasons before, it's been questionable. But you guys are really bringing it back, so I can't honestly say one way or the other, but you guys have been impressing me so far. So don't screw that up.
It's amazing what happens when you start having 8 people on a roster.
You know what's even better is when you put Biz in the game. Yeah, Biz.
Yeah, Biz. Going big.
Biz rocked it tonight.
He did.
Oh, nice.
That was rough.
Since we're not allowed to vote, I would like to throw this out there. You guys vote tonight on what alcohol you want Embryo to drink this week. He already said he'd do it.
I did.
Yes.
You did.
Fermented
Was I drunk when I said it?
Yes,
I
you
did?
were.
No, you weren't drunk. I guess you were, yeah.
You're always drunk. That's not a fair question.
Oh, Jesus.
So you guys get to vote on and post on the responses, and the most top suggestion Embryo's going to be drinking this week.
I'm not going to tell you guys what alcohol makes me sick. It makes me want to kill myself.
Pretty much when you take the alcohol away, that's what makes him want to kill himself.
Yeah.
So let's continue.
All right, so Farewell Foreskin versus the Cat Ranch and Steel Python.
I'm gonna have to go with Ranch on this one. Farewell Foreskin's a good payload team. This is Cop, more DM. I know Ranch doesn't scrim as much or doesn't scrim at all, but they have a good bunch of DMers on that team. And if Pepe is gonna show up, he's gonna do work.
Yes.
I'm a little disappointed in Ranch, honestly.
And they picked up Bone Masher.
Like I said, I'm a little disappointed in Ranch, not because they lost to Max Lander, because they just were like, we're not going to... Their whole attitude was, we're not going to even try, at least what I read in the forums and stuff like that.
Well, they don't scrim. They just play the match.
I understand that, but, I mean, it was just, saying... But the way they were going about it, in my opinion, I didn't really like it. Farewell Foreskin, if they practice at all and have any team unity, they'll probably take this no problem. Give it to FFN.
Biz.
I'm going to pick, I guess what the Ranch guys are practicing. Like I said last week, FFN was my original home when I started playing TF2. Before they kind of went downhill. I haven't played in a while, so I don't know how they're doing. I'm going to go with these guys. FFN this week.
Alrighty. Buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cat Ranch. I know a few of them personally, and their potential, it's a lot higher than where they're at right now, of course, but it'll either be a close match or they're going to get destroyed, but I think they're going to win. Just a little part of me inside. Go Billy Bob.
Here we go. So that would make Ranch our pick this week.
That's a tie, buddy.
As a tie?
say
said
that every
FF.
single
They
time.
did.
I cannot keep
pick up
track.
Bone Masher in Q.
I said FFN. Biz said FFN. That's definitely a tie.
Embryo, you're up, bro.
Oh man, I am getting to talk a lot more than I thought I would.
Oh
The
boy.
alcohol's kicking in.
Not yet. Ranch. I've never really like Ranch is so hit and miss for me. Every time I vote for him, they always lose. I don't know. I feel like Ranch, they might have better DMers, but FFN, they practice and they work well together. So I'm gonna go with them. Even on this DM heavy map, I'm gonna go with FFN.
Does FFN practice? I don't even know.
I think so. We've practiced against them.
So we're picking FFN?
Yes.
Apparently. That's what he said.
FFN
He
is
doesn't
our
listen to
pick
me.
this week versus Ranch.
Hold on, Fixer, 1 second. I just have a quick bit of trivia for Embryo fans. So, how Embryo came on the gunRunners. Basically, there's another guy, Avanash, we play with, who all know and love, who has an affinity for heavies. He basically was in. We had like a 5-point cap server that was also free stag at some time, and he's like, "Biz, come in here." I was the admin. He's like, "Come in here. This guy's hacking." He goes, and he normally he goes, "I never ever would call it, but this guy's way too good." So I'm like, I came in and I spec'd Embryo. I'm like, dude, he's just good. So we played with him for a little while, literally like 2 more rounds, and he left. And then down the road, we were putting together a GR, and we had, I think, Corlash and Meat initially, and then so I think Meat was going to snipe, I believe. So then they left, and we needed a sniper. So I'm like, crap, I need a sniper. Like, who can, because Zero Skill was going to scout instead of snipe. So looked up, I'm like, who's that guy that came in? He had like a Burger King or some guy's head. It was the king, or I don't know what the hell was it. And he's like, and we were like, it's Embryo. So I totally stalked Embryo. It was like a month and a half after. Like,
stalked me?
Yeah, well, looked you up on Steam. I mean,
The story sounds really familiar with me.
Put it this way, Embryo, I had no idea who you were. So like, basically, hey, this guy's good. We want to, get him on the Highlander team. So I contacted Embryo, and he's like, oh shit, this guy's an admin. He's contacting me. He's gonna say I hacked. Fuck, and hey, you want to play on our Highlander team? And you were playing at ETFL, I think. Did I say that right? I think you always get it transposed. You're in the Highlander tournament, and you're like, yeah, let me finish this up, and we do it, and that kind of started it. So Embryo was going to snipe for GR. Zero Skill was scouting, and then it's some way midway through they switched, and now, Embryo's the beast scout that he is today.
And he hasn't been sober since.
I was gonna say you found me back when I was actually good at TF2.
This story, though, sounds really familiar, how we met, Biz.
Yeah, pub.
How romantic.
We're not allowed to go into that story. You're not a GR member.
But you forget, I'm sexy as hell.
Yeah, there's a time limit on this video. Continue.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Teal's got to go too.
Next
that.
match, Proprietary 9 versus Stock for Pub Steel.
Last but not least, so a little trivia for Proprietary 9. We played him last week, and Fixer decided to give his firstborn if DBZ showed up. And lo and behold, DBZ showed up. So down the line, if Fixer ever has a kid that belongs to Proprietary 9. But aside from that, I'm going to have to go with Proprietary 9 over Stock for Pubs. Just because they have a good team. They're new with a lot of roster changes, but they're starting to come together. And if they get the right people to show up, they'll be a strong team to fight. Stock for Pubs, also been around for a while, but I feel like I haven't really seen them scrim or do much. It'll be interesting to see how they do this week.
So,
Prawn.
Proprietary 9 has 9 players. How would they split that baby?
They have more than 9 players.
There aren't even
That
7 days. There aren't even 9 days in a week.
No. They're gonna divide. They're gonna do quartering.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, whatever.
Cass.
What the Kleenex he sends them?
So I've done some research and I found out I have consistent. In the last season and I think the season before that, I've given Dran shit about Stock for Pubs. He came from Stock for Pubs, right, Dran?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to continue giving Giant shit now.
Oh, come on now.
Because they've never came through for Dran, and very rarely do they ever win, actually. So I'm going to go with Prawn. That and also Prawn. They have a new team. They capped against us once, but they were. If you watch the video that was streamed last Tuesday, they seemed a little disorganized. With a couple weeks of some practicing this week, and I think they'll be able to pull it together and start turning around their losing streak.
And Biz.
Yeah, Mallon's like a great team leader, and he's subbed in for the gunRunners for a while, or I think it was an even $5. He's on our fun runners list and stuff.
He did come as FT with us.
Yes, that's right. So
don't talk about our secret email chains.
Oh, geez, yeah. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I would say definitely Prawn for this week.
Bunny.
Yeah, I'm totally for Braun as well. I mean, they got really strong DM compared to the other one. They just need to work a little bit more on teamwork, in my opinion. And they got DBZ, and he's a sick-ass sniper.
And apparently showing up!
And to point out...
4 babies.
Biz outsniped DBZ.
No, I did not outsnipe
Oh, really? Because that means I outsniped him then. Because I outsniped
I want to see the logs.
Yeah. He had dominated me first, and then we traded a couple times. I did not outsnipe him.
Well,
I hung in there. I hung in there.
I'm proud of you, Biz.
Well, between Defy and I, we totally harassed DBZ.
One thing I just want to point out, it's when you're defensively sniping, especially on a 5 CP map, it's so much different than just being able to offense and push forward, especially with Durati and all this stuff. So, had it been the other way around, I probably would have got my face shut off over and over again.
And that's what I loved about Gareth. When Gareth was playing for us, how offensive he was. He would sometimes lead the charge sniping, and he'd be in their face. They would have no idea there would be a sniper there, and he was just picking people off. It was great. Anyway, next up, DMS versus Bi-Week Steel.
Bi-week all the way.
Chaos.
Bi-week. I don't think DMS is going to show up to the server.
Biz.
Bi-week.
Bunny.
It's a hard one.
We'll analyze this for us.
Bi-week. Yes, bi-week. My God, we're actually going over this?
This is... No.
You know what? I put it off the DMS. They got a solid team. The other team
really well.
haven't been there much.
They ping like 0. It's great.
Dude,
Bi-week never misses a match.
Yeah, I think DMS is not even planning to show up to the server, and they're hosting.
Yeah, DMS does have a friend of mine, so I'm gonna lean towards DMS here.
I feel betrayed.
Oh, whatever.
How's that feel?
He's used to it.
All right, so in the last match, Bi-Week is our official selection. And over to match of the week. Steel Python, what's our match of the week?
DMS versus Bi-week.
That's what I was going to say.
Chaos.
No, it's going to be Gorgeous Gamers versus Bonus.
You party pooper.
Is Gorgeous still...
You weren't here for that vote.
Apparently, yes.
Steel was wrong about that. That's about a lot of things.
Good job, Steel.
All right. It's either between Gorgeous Gamers, MTS and Blunderful, or Bi-week and DMS. I don't really think we should continue with the Bi-week joke anymore, though. So let's go with MTS and BFL.
Biz.
Oh, crap. Wait, I thought we were done. Come again? Match of the week?
Match of the week.
I'm going to have to say Blunderful and MTS.
Bunny.
Picking Blunderful.
Yeah, straight down the chart. MTS versus Blunderful. Be a great match to watch.
Embryo.
You're letting me talk again?
Yeah. Unleash the Kraken.
So...
You can vote for
Dude, I
anything
am drinking rum.
Obviously, rum does not make you sick, so people probably shouldn't vote for rum and go for something else here.
I am... Oh my god. So, this is Lakeside. It's a really DM-heavy map. And Gorgeous Gamers is all DMers. If you watched Lang's stream of Upward, They just laugh about everything and kind of mess around. And they're playing Bonus, who's like a really solid Highlander team, really well put together. Probably the most like well put together Highlander team in the league. I really want to see that match. So I think that's going to be the best one. Gorgeous and Bonus.
All right. Well, I'm not sure how Gorgeous is going to take playing Bonus, if they're going to take it seriously after SAG gave them a run for their money earlier and whatnot. I don't know. Or they want to get maybe some payback on Bonus for what they did to
SAG gave them a run for their money?
Oh, yeah. Hardcore, dude. They almost won by
the Upward?
Yeah, that was a good match.
No, they played... Wait.
They played Upward. SAG was radio, dude.
How do I spell radio?
Oh...
Stop changing your names, teams.
So
yeah, but that's a payload map.
They,
I mean, Highlander teams that know Highlander.
SAG couldn't keep their team name, actually. The old captain didn't give it up.
I'm teasing.
No, you can't tease.
Well, I'm also going to go with MTS and Blunderful as my match of the week. Anyway, Biz, you want to do a shout-out?
Yeah, go ahead, Mana.
Yeah, me and Biz want to shout out to Busy Beaver, one of the greatest people this game has to offer, one of the greatest friends in the world.
Yeah, and girl, when you snipe, you gotta move. I mean, I
she got you.
Somewhat.
She got you.
I know. Hey, dude, there's other snipers, so she just got lucky.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
Wink, wink.
Don't forget, guys, to put in the petition as well. The colorblindness.
Suppress colorism, apparently, is what gunRunners is going for these days. I'm totally
Make
against
me
this.
stronger. I want to see.
Oh, what? Is this a personal issue?
I only see in black and white. I have a genetic disorder called monochromacy. About 3% of the population has it.
Are we advertising your
petition? Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah, Embryo, just like you did.
I did.
It's a good cause. Just hop onto the link and just put in your name and whatnot. It takes about 3 seconds and you're done. Simple as that. Pass it on to a friend. It's going to help out everyone as well.
Would it be black versus white at that point?
No, the thing I'm going for is not black versus white skins because that's just straight up unfair. It's more of a saturation of the skins to make them stronger in each their color, to put them further apart on the spectrum, the color spectrum. That way there's a bigger difference for certain things, as well as maybe more orange into the red so certain people can see it, and more green into the blue or whatnot. Just to add different hints and twos. So the big thing about it is DirectX 8 to DirectX 9, big difference in color. This isn't something that's uncapable, but we'll find out more soon.
There we go. So I want to thank XTV. Yep. And EO Reality. If you go to eoreality.net and get a server, type in a coupon code eXTV, you'll get 15% off your server for life. And have fun on Lakeside.
I still hate Fixer.